King Jesus, King Jesus. Okay. I want to talk about this airstrikes in Syria and the real dilemma that Obama is confronted with in dealing with ISIS in Iraq and in Syria. Most pundits and critics of Obama is saying that he is being short-sighted by using only airstrikes on the terrorists in Syria, because basically they want Obama to put forces in theater in Syria in order to fight Assad for the Jews. Obama knows this. He's not stupid. What he really wants to do, what Obama really wants to do, is wipe out the terrorist Jews that are running around in masks in Syria, and some of the Westerners that support these Jews as mercenaries running around in Syria pretending they're ISIS terrorists or Khorasan terrorists or al-Nusra terrorists, when they all are just Jews and Jew shields, paid mercenaries that are fighting Syria. Obama wants to wipe them out because he knows that they were behind the 9/11 terrorist attack on the United States. Obama is taking revenge for the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Syria didn't do it. It was Israel that did it. Israel, along with the bribed and extorted Bush regime, blew up the buildings in New York on 9/11. They sent out the anthrax on 9/11. They crashed the planes on 9/11. It was not Syria, and it was not 19 terrorists. So Obama knows the Jews were behind 9/11, and he wants to get even. That's his only dilemma, and he's doing it in a fashion as not to alert the Jewish power structure in this country to the extent that they really attack him. He's attacking the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, known as ISIS, in Syria and in Iraq, and all its offshoots and bases like Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, Khorasan, and ISIL, all of them. Obama's going to get them. He's going to put a hole in the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. On the other hand, the Zionists in the U.S., that include the media, Wall Street, and the Congress, are all trying to subvert Obama's stated Iraq policy. Let's listen to him here elaborate what his policy is.
America's armed forces began strikes against ISIL targets in Syria. Today, the American people give thanks for the extraordinary service of our men and women in uniform, including the pilots who flew these missions with the courage and professionalism that we've come to expect from the finest military that the world's ever known. Earlier this month, I outlined for the American people our strategy to confront the threat posed by the terrorist group known as ISIL. I made clear that as part of this campaign, the United States would take action against targets in both Iraq and Syria, so that these terrorists can't find safe haven anywhere. I also made clear that America would act as part of a broad coalition, and that's exactly what we've done. We were joined in this action by our friends and partners, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Bahrain, and Qatar. America is proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with these nations on behalf of our common security. The strength of this coalition makes it clear to the world that this is not America's fight alone. Above all, the people and governments of the Middle East are rejecting ISIL and standing up for the peace and security that the people of the region and the world deserve. Meanwhile, we will move forward with our plan supported by bipartisan majorities in Congress to ramp up our effort to train and equip the Syrian opposition, who are the best counterweight to ISIL and the Assad regime. And more broadly, over 40 nations have offered to help in this comprehensive effort to confront this terrorist threat, to take out terrorist targets, to train and equip Iraqi and Syrian opposition fighters who are going up against ISIL on the ground, to cut off ISIL's financing, to counter its hateful ideology, and to stop the flow of fighters into and out of the region. Last night, we also took strikes to disrupt plotting against the United States and our allies by seasoned al-Qaeda operatives in Syria who are known as the Khorasan group. And once again, it must be clear to anyone who would plot against America and try to do Americans harm that we will not tolerate safe havens for terrorists who threaten our people. I've spoken to leaders in Congress, and I'm pleased that there is bipartisan support for the actions that we're taking. America is always stronger when we stand united, and that unity sends a powerful message to the world that we will do what's necessary to defend our country. Over the next several days, I will have the opportunity to meet with Prime Minister Abadi of Iraq and with friends and allies at the United Nations to continue to building support for the coalition that is confronting this serious threat to our peace and security. The overall effort will take time. There will be challenges ahead, but we're going to do what's necessary to take the fight to this terrorist group, for the security of the country and the region, and for the entire world. Thanks. God bless our troops.
Okay, so there we have the president making his statement as to what his policy is. And clearly, he has delineated a strike against the terrorists in Syria, not the Syrian regime. He is not trying to take out Bashar Hafez al-Assad and install some kind of Western-controlled central banking government and extend Israel's territory. He is not trying to fight a war for the Jews again in the Middle East. What he's trying to do is get them back for 9/11. So that is his only dilemma, is getting them back for 9/11. Not only are the Zionists in Congress, but they are also insinuated throughout the secret government that Obama inherited, where they were installed in the CIA, the Zionists, in the FBI, in the Secret Service, and in the NSA. So Obama is playing a dangerous game. He knows what he's up against. Now, for his part, Obama was able to root out a lot of the Zionist sympathizers out of the military, but he's not gotten them all. He's gotten a lot of people out of government outside agitating in the various media like Fox News and such forth for Obama to put troops and to subvert the whole mission that he's established. And that's the dilemma I think Obama has.